What's going on, guys? This is Jordan Miller. I'm the owner and founder of Breathe Heavy. Welcome to the latest live stream. I'm sure you're tuning in because you just heard of the big news, potentially. It appears Britney Spears is pregnant. So looking forward to unpacking that with you. I'm sure that you have a lot of your own thoughts and opinions to weigh in with, as do I. But before we dive into the full video, you know the drill. Let's play that intro. So before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. It'd do me a big solid, and I would really appreciate it because it helps this channel grow. It's been really exciting to see this channel expand over the last few months doing these live streams. I enjoy doing these live streams so much. So any engagement and contribution would be greatly appreciated. And with that said, also, if you could like this video, that will also show this video to new audiences, which will also help this channel grow. And if you're watching this live, please leave a comment. Drop a comment, drop your thoughts. I'd love to make this live stream very engaging. So I'm going to bring up some of the comments during this live stream and chat with you. If you're watching this after the fact, still leave a comment. I'm responding to 100% of the comments left on this video. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you better, hearing what you think. I know that there's a lot to kind of weigh in with in terms of if Britney's actually indeed pregnant or if she's trolling. This story got picked up so fast by media outlets. Like I forgot how quickly things can spread, especially concerning Britney. And while I got you, there's a cool little feature here on YouTube called a super chat and super stickers, and you basically send your boy a couple coins, and every single cent that I get from these live streams goes back into YouTube. So thank you so much, Charles. I don't know the last name of this fella, but I'm assuming this is my boss who's tuning in. So thank you, Charles, so much for that 99 cents. I'll take it. All right, so let's first take a quick look at Britney's Instagram post, because at the time of this recording, it's still live on her Instagram. If you follow Britney, which I'm assuming if you're watching this live stream, you do, you'll know that her Instagram posts very often disappear. She'll post something and then an hour or maybe even a day later, it'll just disappear from her feed. So at the time of this recording, the post is still up, and there's a lot to unpack with this because when I first read this post, I didn't even know, first of all, what to think. And I actually was wondering, is she actually trolling, or is this like the real deal? And it was just a photo. I'm going to pull it up here. So actually, before I read the caption, I do want to say what you're looking at here. This is Exhale. This is Breathe Heavy's community. It's powered by Envision Community, which is a company I do marketing and sales for. Little side note. And I was the first person to post this news on Exhale, which is pretty rare. Usually it's the community that's being able to do it, but I just happened to hear my phone make a sound. I have notifications on for her, so I checked, and I was reading this caption because the photo itself is, you wouldn't know based off of just this photo alone that Britney is indeed pregnant. But reading the caption, I was like, oh, did I just read that right? And so here's what she has to say. I lost so much weight to go on my Maui trip to only gain it back. And just FYI, she was in Maui recently, and I believe she was in Mexico, which I'm going to get to in a second. She said, I thought, geez, what happened to my stomach? My husband said, no, you're food pregnant, silly. So I got a pregnancy test, and well, I'm having a baby. 4 days later, I got a little more food pregnant. It's growing. If 2 are in there, I might just lose it. I obviously won't be going out as much due to the paparazzi getting their money shot of me, like they unfortunately already have. It's hard because when I was pregnant, I had prenatal depression or perinatal depression. I have to say it is absolutely horrible. Women didn't talk about it back then. Some people considered it dangerous if a woman complained like that with a baby inside her, but now women talk about it every day. Thank Jesus we don't have to keep that pain a reserved, proper secret. This time I will be doing yoga every day, spreading lots of joy and love. Now you can check out this topic in the description of this video. I would suggest doing it a little bit later. Don't immediately go from this video to Exhale because the YouTube algorithm doesn't love that. It wants you to stay on YouTube as long as possible. So make sure you just do it later. But anyway, there's literally hundreds of, like, I think 500 plus replies in this topic. So you can kind of see all of the comments of people weighing in. Most of the comments are like shock and like, oh my God, is this actually true? Is she like trolling us? I was surprised to see some comments of people saying that they were basically saying she shouldn't be having a kid right now based off of the timeline of the conservatorship and all that, and like people using her Instagram post to judge and assess how she is and would be as a mom. And I personally didn't love that at all. I feel like that's pretty gross. It's like, let's remember that this woman had her civil rights stripped from her for 13 years, and she's coming out of this haze, so to speak, of the trauma from all that. And she's trying to rebuild her life. And she's been with Sam Asghari for 5+ years. They're engaged, like they're having a life together. So I didn't love that people were hating on, and I was actually surprised to see that, especially in Exhale, because it's like a community in many ways designed, exclusively about Britney, but it also does feature pop music news as well on the homepage. So a lot of comments, a colorful amount of comments, but most of them I would say are like straight up ride or die supporting Britney. So you can kind of check that out after the fact. I'm going to take a quick look at the comments here. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I've had some bad luck in the past with my audio, so I'm glad that hopefully everyone can hear me thus far. Amanda says, what a glorious day. Stream glory for clear skin. Not sure what this is. You're a pizza without cheese, Nathan, but thank you. I mean, I love some pizza, so cool. Manolis is asking, is she being serious? And that's kind of what I'm curious to hear from you guys. If you think Britney is actually being serious, or she's like really leaning in with this whole food baby thing. I'm inclined to believe she's serious because of what she said when she said that, this second time around, and she literally said she took a pregnancy test. So, I mean, I'm not sure what else, she would need to say. To me, that sounds like it's pretty clear that she is indeed pregnant. And also, I do want to like comment on like what a Britney way of announcing that she's pregnant. Like you have Beyonce and Rihanna and like a lot of the other, big pop stars out there doing these like photo shoots to announce the pregnancy, and Britney's just straight up like does it with a post with like a teacup and just like an offhand caption, like seemingly out of the blue on a Monday. So found that to be kind of interesting. Now, she did mention the paparazzi in her caption, and there is like this long-standing like buzz that Britney reads Breathe Heavy. I don't know. I can't confirm right now if that's true or not. I've heard rumblings. She could have seen these photos on the Daily Mail, but I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, Britney's not reading the Daily Mail. She's got to be reading Breathe Heavy. So I mentioned that because I'm going to pull up a topic here. And in this topic are a few paparazzi photos of Britney, I think from yesterday. And I'm going to show this briefly because I don't think paparazzi photos are like the best look. And I don't know if that doesn't really support her, and she doesn't like them either. So quickly, these are the shots. Most of the comments are like, they detest paparazzi photos. I understand the irony of like showing them, having them displayed, them appearing on the internet, like for fans to look at on the Daily Mail and all that. So I understand kind of the irony with that. Now, with that said, she addressed the paparazzi in her caption, and just to kind of reiterate, she said, should I obviously won't be going out as much due to the paparazzi getting their money shot of me like they unfortunately already have. So it's unclear if she's referring to those photos or she's just speaking generally. I do think that now that if she is indeed pregnant, that she's going to have even more attention on her, which is kind of hard to believe at this point. But like the conservatorship was just magnified, her stardom even more, and everyone's kind of watching to see what she does. And she's like, extending her family. And, I'm sure all fans can relate. Like they're, wanting Britney to release a song and go back into pop star mode. But it's like, she just was forced to do that for so long. It's like, she's obvious. I mean, in my opinion, she must have like kind of a bad taste in her mouth, and she's looking kind of forward to a fresh start, so to speak. And even recently, she's been talking about her kids and that they just don't want any photos of them on her Instagram. So she must kind of feel, generally speaking about her family, not her sons per se, but like her sister, her mom, her dad, her brother, like they just weren't there for her in the way that she felt like she needed them. And so she can't count on that part of her family. And so she's, looking to have a chosen family, whether that's her friends, people she works with, obviously Sam, and now she's having a baby with him. So one other comment is that Sam hasn't made any announcement yet. So that's actually interesting at the time of this, because you would think he'd be like knowing she's about to post that and would quickly have something to say. So this video, this live stream could either age really well or horribly, because we may find out she's actually not indeed pregnant. Maybe she's referring to like if and when she does get pregnant versus her actually being pregnant. So someone mentioned Trollney, Simply Monica. Hey, she's saying she does not think that Britney is actually indeed pregnant. Someone's mentioning, food pregnant. She's talking about gaining weight. Someone says, shoot, I'm at work, I can watch later. Yes, if you're watching this after the fact, drop a comment. I'll respond to you. You don't need to watch these live streams live. Caleb Ellis, a frequent commenter, says, oh my, wow, she's been wanting this forever. I feel like crying, and I will once this news kicks in and there's updates on the gram. Congratulations, Britney. Yeah, it's unclear based off that caption. Like I would like to think, that she's saying, she took a pregnancy. I mean, how else do you interpret? So I got a pregnancy test and, well, I'm having a baby. Then she says 4 days later, I got a little more food pregnant. What's crazy about this too is this news is literally everywhere. CNN, E! News, like at People. And there's a couple reasons for that. Breathe Heavy, obviously. There's a couple reasons for that. One is, the main reason is that it's going to draw clicks. It's going to draw headlines and attention. And, Breathe Heavy in many ways, I think, is also part of that whole machine of like perpetuating things. At the same time, it's like you don't want to be the last place to report. It's unclear of like, I have some contacts to reach out to like try to confirm this, but I feel like it just didn't feel right to do that in this particular thing. I personally try to only reach out to confirm things that are a little more like official, like news related, career related. It feels weird to kind of confirm someone's, I don't know. I'm just kind of like obviously a little sensitive towards Brit. And so, yeah, I just kind of reading the comments here real quick. Trying to bring up something here real quick. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Hold the phone. I've got a super chat that I'm trying to bring up. Oh, here we go. Mr. Matt, he's also one of my bosses at Envision Community. Appreciate that. Showing me some love. Thank you. And thank you for watching. I know it's late for you. Appreciate everyone weighing in. There's a couple of things that I want to get to in terms of Britney's pregnancy. One thing is that Paris Hilton liked the post, and I actually have it here for you. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I'm gonna bring that up for you here. This is a screenshot of it. Thank you, Diana featuring Cole on Twitter. Paris Hilton wrote, "Congratulations, sis. I'm so excited for you. Love you." Got a bunch of likes as well. So I found that to be super interesting. At the same time, it's unclear if Paris Hilton actually has any sort of insight. I did see paparazzi photos of Paris with Christina Aguilera at dinner together, I think last night. So to be a fly on the wall at that event would have been really interesting. Curious to know if like Britney ever even came up or not. Who knows? Probably not, but I'd like to know for a fact. And there's a couple other things I do want to mention. Also want to give myself a little bit of a shout out because my brain can't turn off when it comes to like marketing and all that. And I'll see if I can pull this up. But here we go. This is wild. So Breathe Heavy I posted. Okay, so basically I saw Britney's post and I commented, and I always try to think of something a little cheesy to comment on her post, just because I think it's like, I don't know, a lot of the comments on her Instagram can get kind of like rude and like dark, and like I don't love that. So I always try to like post something kind of funny or whatever. I posted "Baby One More Time" Obviously a play on like her song. This person also did. They got 10,000 likes. Mine got 6,000. So I'm always down to be a little punny. So that's the post. A few other things I wanted to mention with this pregnancy announcement is that her assistant Vicky also liked this post, and that's not an indicator that that's confirmation. She could just be showing support. Vicky is someone who Britney's been actually frequently posting about on these trips, these vacations, and has had really nice and kind things to say about Vicky. I personally also had good interactions with her. She's reached out, been super kind and cool to me. So just want to keep that like positive momentum going. So that's unclear still, if that's confirmation or not. She could just be showing some love. Someone says, is Sam really to be trusted? And this is actually a good thing this is something I do want to mention and talk about. I think that anyone who's in a like 50-foot radius of Britney Spears like is going to be sucked into this fame vortex of like skepticism, and like, yes, you are inevitably going to gain notoriety and popularity just by being associated with Britney. It's many reasons why Breathe Heavy, I think, has been so successful over the years, reaching like literally millions of people. It's because, it's not exclusively like the community or the hard work that I put in. It's Britney. It's her name. That's one of her powers, is to be able to magnify things. And so to me, it appears like Sam is doing his own thing. He's got his own career. He's trying to make a name for himself. I think he'll always kind of be eclipsed by Britney's stardom, and that's probably a difficult place for him to be in. But I think after 5 years plus, it's like, what else does he need to do? He was Team Free Britney the whole time, well, especially towards the end. I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't in the beginning, but I probably silenced him anyways in the very beginning, just like how Britney was. So he's very vocal about that at one point towards the end, helping even give Britney a Free Britney shirt to rock. So I like him. I think he's like into fitness and nutrition. I think that's good for Britney as well. I think he's trying to do his little acting thing at the Grammys recently. He was there trying to do his own thing. So trying to do his little acting thing as well. Like, I think that's cool. And speaking of Sam, actually, that's a good segue. I'm going to bring up a little video from, I think, December, where the paparazzi caught him. Now, whether that was like organic or set up, I don't know. I'm not, either way, I'm kind of neutral on that. Here's what he had to say.
How was your workout today? Amazing. Hey, what are you and Britney's plans for Christmas?
Baby making.
Anything special?
Baby making. A lot of baby making.
A lot of baby making. Hey, I saw a post about my.
Okay, so in case you couldn't hear, he says that Britney and him for Christmas, so this was posted back in December, they're going to be doing some baby making. So it looks like, in theory, they held their bargain. They held up their end of the bargain. So just found that to be interesting. And yeah, I'm curious. That's kind of this live stream. It's breaking news. It's all unfolding very quickly. I'm curious to know what you think. Was Britney trolling, or is there actually some truth to this? It remains to be seen. I think we'll find out in the near future, which will make this video kind of funny to look back on either way, whether this is actually the real deal or not. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Going to take another quick look at the comments here, because that's kind of the spice of all this, is, being able to comment with and chat with all of you. Someone's asking, how old is he? I think he's like 27 years old. I just turned 34 last Thursday. And Breathe Heavy is going to be 18 years old soon, which is pretty wild to think. Like, this is the first time I'm thinking of this today. Breathe Heavy was around the first time Britney was pregnant. That's freaking crazy if you think about it. And I remember, like, long story short, there was a fan site who leaked 6 thumbnails, I believe, of Britney's People magazine photo shoot that she had done with her first son. And I think at one point she decided, you know what, I actually don't want to put these photos out. I don't want to do this photo shoot. The photos leaked. Breathe Heavy, of course, had posted them after the fact, after they had leaked. And then, just madness ensued. There was a bunch of takedowns on all these fan sites, and Britney did end up going along with the People magazine photo shoot because like photos are out. Those photos I think were like People magazine paid like, I don't know, $1 million or several million to have that scoop. So another thing I'm kind of curious about with all of this is like I would bet you $1 million that Britney's family found out the same time we all did. And it's a little ironic because Britney, back when Jamie Lynn first announced she was pregnant way back when, 2007, she found out when we all found out too. And obviously it doesn't appear that Britney's speaking to any of her family. So I'm pretty sure they all just found out right now. And that in itself, I'm sure is a little empowering for Britney, but like from a bird's eye view, it's like it's sad to know that there's like a fractured family because of their actions, and everything that happened, with Britney and the conservatorship and all of that. Someone mentions I'm the OG. I guess looking back with all Breathe Heavy and all that's one. Yeah, could be considered an OG, I suppose. Yeah, super interesting. Let's see. Someone's mentioning. Okay, so Caleb says Jamie Lynn posted belly pics on her Insta stories today. I did not see that, so I'm going to, during this live stream right now, fire up Jamie Lynn's Instagram. I want to see that for myself. I can bring this up for you as well. All right, so we're gonna all check this out live in the moment, okay? Because that's crazy if that's like, all right, here we go. Oh God, she's got a bunch. Oh God. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is her previous daughter. And I'm like, okay. I thought didn't she used to blur all of her kids' faces? Okay, so what? Okay, I've seen enough. Okay. Not sure what to make of that. I mean, I don't think it's connected. And I'm not sure Britney's responding to that. I don't know. Everything with Britney tends to be very mysterious, so I don't really know. Colin mentioned instead of giving baby gifts, her family will probably want gifts instead. Someone mentioned this picture. Yeah, this picture behind me is Britney. This picture I had since I was a child. So this photo came out, in 2001? And the reason why I have it framed is because it's the only Britney thing I have in my apartment. And I have it behind me in my little office here because this photo was used in the very first layout of Breathe Heavy, day one. So the day I launched Breathe Heavy, it had this photo and a few others from that shoot. And I just kind of I keep it around me because it reminds me, it's, not just like a cool photo of her, of Britney, but it's like, it reminds me of this journey that I've had. And here we are embarking on a new chapter. And, inevitably all of the coverage that will go down with fans and talking about Britney's, we presume, this new chapter. So someone mentioned that Jamie Lynn quit blurring the faces of her kids when she put her kid on Netflix. I didn't even know that happened. Anyway, we're kind of just shooting the breeze now at this point. But I appreciate everyone weighing in. I'm curious to know what y'all think. This is obviously exciting news, if true. Hopefully she's not trolling. And if she is, then my hat's off to her because she got everyone kind of wound up, which is one of Britney's other abilities as well. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Please drop a comment if you haven't already. And I already know I said my spiel, but it's very important you subscribe. I would love to continue to grow this channel. I know that people saying like, please subscribe is a little annoying. I totally get that. I watch YouTube all the time and people say that. I'm like, I get it. I'm good. But maybe I can kind of persuade ya. And yeah, hit that like button. All right, guys, sending you a lot of love. You mean a lot to me. I'm looking forward to the next live stream. Britney, congratulations. Sending you so much love to both you and Sam. And again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.